get on Spotify for that album you really want to hear, only to find that it's not there? These are 5 albums or songs that are not on Spotify and really should be. Stay to the end of the video because I'm going to tell you about some great music that is back on Spotify or has been added for the first time. 5 records that aren't on Spotify. And number 5 is Mary, Star of the Sea by Zwan. Billy Corgan's pop rock alternative to Smashing Pumpkins. This is a pretty okay to decent record. I liked it, but not enough to keep it in CD format in my collection over there. Which is why I need it to be on Spotify, gosh poop it. I need it to be kind of mildly sprinkled through my algorithm. Because I'm a little maybe autistic or OCD, I don't know. But especially now that just the other day my son discovered that there's Minecraft and Among Us music on Spotify. So, dear goodness. Speaking of terrible, horrendous things, number 4 is Kid Rock with History of Rock. And technically this is a compilation, but it's part of Kid Rock's Red, White, and Blue trilogy that contains some of his best material from his early rap days through his new metal phase, kind of blending those two things together in a really interesting way before he started pretending he's from a trailer park in Mobile Home, Alabama. That one needs to come back. Maybe some of his others, more recent material, needs to go back to where it came from. But History of Rock, pretty darn good. The present and future of rock, it's a bit questionable. I like some Kid Rock. Number 3, Smash Mouth, Summer Girl. I had to track this one down on eBay on CD format. This is the 6th album from Smash Mouth and was originally going to be a return to their Fushu Mang sound, but they decided to be a little bit more artistic this late into their career and craft a new sound that they did very well with. And Smash Mouth have changed on every record, so you just can't go wrong with a Smash Mouth record. So buy this one on CD. It's a lot of fun. You just can't get it into your Spotify algorithm, which is unfortunate. Number 2 is Tormented by Staind, the raw, heavy debut album of Staind. The reason everybody calls them a heavy metal band, even though pretty much the entire world is thinking, why is Staind called heavy metal? They got all these acoustic ballads. Listening to Staind is not complete without this one in the mix, and I think I have streamed it or downloaded it on other nefarious websites over the years, but not the Spotify's. We're in the South, we put an S at the end of Walmart's and Bilos and Food Lions and Spotify's. I figured, why not? Number one is a single individual song by The Offspring. You may have noticed that thumbnail with Dexter, Poindexter Hooland. And The Offspring had a song, a single back in 2020 called Here Kitty Kitty. And this one was, during the great year of 2020. We had the Tiger Show, all sorts of positivity going all over the world. Hey, 2020. I remember you. That's not an Offspring reference. But Here Kitty Kitty by Offspring, one of the funniest songs ever. It's one of the Offspring's catchiest, funny songs that they've ever done. There's a music video with a tiger playing in the band to fill in for some band members. Let's not get into that. But it's got a simple guitar structure that even a tiger could play. And it's super fun. It's easy to play on the guitar. If you're acoustic or electric, it just sounds great. But nope, this song was taken down for the controversy surrounding the entire sensitive topic, I guess, about tigers maybe aiding and abetting criminal activities and things of that nature. maybe some copyright issues as well. Maybe the Tiger was not being properly compensated by Noodles and Deck Store, but it just needs to come back. I could throw in a couple bucks if it's a copyright issue. But yeah, here kitty kitty, try to find it at all cost, except being eaten by a tiger. Don't go that far. We got the returning champions of Spotify, the returning musicians bringing their stuff back to make those sweet, sweet pennies on Spotify streaming services. The microphone is on, thank God. Eve 6, and let's just go ahead, we're going to kind of lump some of these together. Eve 6 and Neil Young both have returned to the Spotifys. They both took their music off, I think again in 2020, except for some very limited select songs, and I was bummed. I like both of these artists quite a bit, and I understood their frustration with what was going on, but Spotify is what I'm using, and my algorithm definitely missed out on a lot of Eve 6 and a little bit of Neil Young. I did track down a lot of Neil's stuff at the library, because I think even the stuff that was on there at one point, I was spelling Neil wrong, and I was like, is it I-E or E-A or O-I? I don't know how to spell Neil. It's really difficult. And so I just go to the library and get a lot of his CDs, so that was cool to like get the package and look at them and experience them that way. YouTube had a little bit of it, but it's just not the same as Spotify. I love you, YouTube. Eve 6 were nice enough to email me some songs from their latest material, but again, feeding my ears that way is not as easy as I would like it to be. I like it just to be the click of a button on the Spotifys. Am I the problem? Am I a lazy sod? I would imagine Eve 6 and Neil Young probably would say yes. But they put aside their grievances and are now pumping their gooey music right into my soul on the Spotifys. I'm very happy. And maybe Elon Musk is happy too. I don't know. Don't inject needles into my eye to put music in my brain. That would not be good. Maybe it would be. I don't know. Alien Ant Farm. Oh, another artist. Alien Ant Farm. Their album 2015's Always and Forever. It disappeared from Spotify and was gone for many, many years. And it's one of their best albums. I'd probably put it, it's probably the second best Alien Ant Farm album behind True Ant. Get the puns, the ant puns on all their album titles. Up in the Antic. No, that's not right. But now in 2024, one of their best works is available to stream. And check out the tracks. If you don't have a lot of time, Homage and Sidelines. Man, those songs are some of the best songs ever recorded in time or space or coffee. Did you know in the future, in the far future, even the act of thinking will be too much energy for the universe and it'll just like explode? Anyway, listening to some Brian Greene audiobooks about the entire history of everything. But now we're at the final song that we're going to talk about, and it is a very special song. It's been a huge part of my alternative / punk obsession over the years, and the song is called Pop Punk Band by Avoid One Thing. I don't listen to this band a lot, but this song, it features Matt Skiba, who you maybe have heard of, and was featured on a compilation Warped Tour 2003, which a lot of those Warped Tour compilations aren't like officially on Spotify either. Gosh, poop it. God, it should have made the list. Let me see. I got Rock Against Bush, but Warped Tour. Warped Tour. What is W? Where is W? It's down here. We got Unwritten Law, U2, Velvet Revolver, Viagra Boys. Ooh, Ramones Tribute. Well, We're a Happy Family. Weezer. Wait, The Who, Weird Al. There's no Warped Tour. There's no Warped Tour comps. Ah! Oh, well, at least I have a Crip Shine Duct Tape Soul vinyl and American Idiot. Goodbye.